Hello, I'm Maria from the Richardson Simple Living. Today is Friday, so it's vlog day. Today I'm doing a garden tour. It's a collaboration hosted by Victoria from Home Educating the Mad Lads. You have to excuse me if I'm a bit wobbly because I'm holding my camera today rather than putting it on a tripod because we're going to go outside. So yes, as I said, today is the end of the month gardening collaboration vlog, and I shall put a list of everybody who's taking part in the description box down below. And also if you want to go over and see Victoria's site and check her description as well, just in case I've missed anybody, because I may well have done. So yeah, we'll go outside now and we'll take a look at the garden. I warn you now, it's a bit windy, so we might get a bit of interference. It's gone very windy, and I'm doing this in an evening actually because it's given out torrential rain in the daytime, so the sun's come out for a moment, but we have got a lot of gusty wind. So we'll go out now and have a look. So we've got the normal plants. We've got some mint there that I was given that still hasn't been planted. A couple of small pepper plants. Whether they'll do anything or not, I don't know, but they seem to have sprung to life a little bit in the last week. Flowers seem to be dying back a bit now. A bigger pepper plant, but no sign of any peppers on it whatsoever. Not sure when they're supposed to have any. We'll see. My mint, which is taking off nicely. Need to cut that and make some mint sauce with that. Some raspberries. I've had a few, but not many. Not enough on there really to do anything with. Little fairy gardens. Got some like tree-like things on it. And these have opened up. Looking quite nice. Hanging baskets have gone back a bit. The sun's been on them too much and I think it's killed them off a bit, even though they've been watered sometimes twice a day. The dahlia's coming on nice. So I'm trying to get past the chairs behind me. The blackberry hat, I think that's what it was. The little blackberry bush. It's got some flowers on, so we might get a few blackberries. Not enough though to do anything with. And that's the one that I should have transplanted, split up last autumn. It wants weeding. We seem to have got weeds. So that won't do a lot, I don't think. Another dahlia. Looks like it's going to come into flower soon. Very tall. Flowers, they're the first lot of onions planted in March, not really done anything much, but this was the second lot and they're coming on really nice. And I forgot to show, that's the third lot which are just starting out. The bamboo, that doesn't change. Now, clematis says, look at these, all along the solar lights, weighing it down a little bit I think. I think that looks really nice. All in flower. Some sweet peas. We didn't get as many as I liked, but we've got quite a few seed pods on them, so I'll be able to start seed saving soon. Get them off. The strawberries, they're all finished now. And been trimmed back and all finished for this year. There's more. See lots of seeds on here to be collected. So if it's dry at the weekend I might do that. Petunia. The strawberries that I bought, they've come on really well. But I'm thinking about getting a stand-up pot for them. An upright container and plant them in along the bottom and put lettuces then at the top until these are big enough. It won't be next year, but the year after I can start growing some of them. Flowers come through the trellis. Looks quite nice actually. There's lots of flowers there. If I can go along a bit. There we go, look. Lots of flowers. I don't know where my rhubarb went. I hope that comes back next year. It's all bare where that was. But we'll see, because they were early rhubarbs, so we'll see next year. Right, let's go up to the top. Cassie following me. More dahlias, the size of that one. Huge. Right, I've taken some of the beetroot and I've cooked some and froze it, and it looks like I've got more ready I can do there. So I'll get some more again probably the weekend. My second lot of lettuces are all ready to be picked, but I think I'm going to have to find someone to give them to, because I just can't eat the lettuce as quick as I'm growing it. I need to stop myself growing it so much. Got a couple of parsnips in there. We planted quite a lot in both of these containers, but that one's done nothing, whereas that one's growing some. What's a nice bush there of marigolds. That looks nice. These are the seeds that I grew myself. We're going to save the seeds off them this year and grow some more next year. Hello girls. All sitting. They've all finished laying now. Right, we've got a few lettuces there. I've eaten most of them, but what I don't get round to eating, they'll chickens will have a feast of. Now I've still got no flowers on this tomato bush, none whatsoever. It's a nice green plant, but oh, hang on a minute, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, we might have some right up here. Yes, we have. I just got some up there, just that one. That's a start. We have got tomatoes on this one, albeit small ones at the moment. Some bigger ones at the back, but still they're not going red. I mean, they're massive, but they're as green can be. Just not going red at all. I don't know why. There's a rotten one here yesterday and I pulled it off. I don't know why they're not going red. Maybe I'll Google it to see if that's normal, or maybe they'll just go all of a sudden. But I'm sure by now normally they're going red. Or maybe it's because I planted earlier. I'm thinking they should be ready now. There's a few at the back there. Now, I picked all the big cucumbers off the cucumber bush. See where the sun's had the leaves, look, and scorched them, even in here. Look and see if I can find some cucumbers on here that are growing. I know there are some. I saw some earlier. Oh, yeah, on there. We've got a bigger one behind it coming on. So by the time they've done, hopefully we'll have eaten through the first lot. A couple of them are going mouldy. They're not very good. I don't know why. But like I say, next year I'm going to try putting these outside. I think we're just not getting the right weather anymore for this sort of thing. The weather's all over the place. So we've just got to try and work with the weather a bit and see where's best. So that's the third lot. Now where am I going to plant them? I think I grew them too soon. I don't know. I could plant them in this plot down here. There's gaps, but I don't really want to. We're thinking next year might put onions in there. We shall see. Right, swede here, coming on nicely, and beyond it is the parsnips. We've got onions and leeks were down here, but the leaves of the other plants seem to be destroying them. Whether they'll amount to anything, I don't know. We'll see. Onions seem to be a waste of time this year because I put them there and grew them from seeds. I think it's back to growing them from sets next year. Oh, I can see hay broccoli there. That looks like it could be picked. As you can see, a lot of the cauliflowers have gone. They've been picked and blanched and some eaten. There's a few more left there to do. As you can see there, look. That'll probably go in for Sunday dinner. Got little bits of broccoli down there. So we've got odd bits of broccoli. The main ones have been cut off, most of them. But some up there as well. I've left them because normally you get some little side bits. So we've left the main plant to see what happens. Can't really see many side bits coming yet, but we'll leave them and see. Cabbages, we've not touched any of the green cabbages yet because they're still forming. And you look at that, it's been eaten by the caterpillars, as a lot of the tops have. But they're still forming, they're not ready yet. So I left them. Red cabbages, I've had one of them out. No, I've had two of them out, and it looks like there's another one that went behind there. Now, red cabbages we don't really use a lot of, so I'm not quite sure why I planted so many, or maybe I didn't really need to plant them at all. Perhaps I should have made room for some things I did want and use. But we'll see. We'll reconsider that in autumn. Now, here is the Brussels sprouts. We've got some forming, although they're opening up like cabbages. I don't know if that's the weather. Not all of them are, but that one is. It's hard to see from here, really. Might be able to see some there. But obviously they've got a way to go yet. They're not ready yet. It's not Brussels sprout season yet. Peas, we've taken quite a lot off the peas. Oh, I'm attached to the fence. We've taken quite a lot off the peas. They're starting to die back, some of them plants now. But at the top, there is the ones we planted later, and they're just coming on nicely. We've not gotten on from them yet, but they look like they're coming on now, forming well. But we can get some more from these. We have eaten some, and we've got some in the freezer. But you need loads and loads of pea plants just to get a freezer full of them. Absolutely loads. We'll go to first green beans, runner beans. Dean is picking them. Let's see if we can see his bowl, how many he's got so far. And we have already picked some off here, and that's nearly a bowl full. More. They're coming on thick and fast now, but they always do, runner beans. They're hard to keep on top of. The sweet corn. That is now taller than me. Doesn't take much doing, I know, but yeah, we've got corn forming, as you can see. I'm having to watch where I tread because they've got the pool pump down here. See the little husks on it. It's all coming on lovely. Dean's just had to sort the runner beans out because the wind had blown them. Because the wind comes towards where I'm standing, and it had blown the bean canes toward this way, which then covered right at the top of the first two rows of the sweet corn. So he's had to do a repair job on that. Let's go around and look at them. I'm really impressed with these. They're saying these were the seeds that were 2017, and I planted them in 2021, and they've come on lovely. And it's such a vibrant orange. I mean, I can't show you in the picture, it doesn't do it justice, but it's really vibrant. So as these are going back now to dry back, I shall take the seeds from them and grow lots of seeds next year. You can see the corn here, lots of corn, so hopefully we'll get plenty off there. And the beans this side, you can see here, look, loads and loads of little ones forming, and quite a lot of flowers all the way around. But they are coming on lovely. Oh, fly on me, blow me away. Yeah, there's quite a lot. and I bet Dean's missed quite a few. But we shall be back out over the next few days picking more. Yes, I can see one he's missed there, look. I'll have to tell him about this one, look at that. Nice, great big one. I'll have to point that one out to him. There's a nice big one in the middle, look there, Dean. A nice big one there, look. Yeah. So that's that. The flowers are all coming nicely.
You missed a good cauliflower here, by the way.
Cauliflower. There's quite a few broccolis that are ready as well that can be chopped off. I'll have to go and get the pan on and spend the evening blanching. It's a long, tedious job sometimes when you've got a lot of it. I love it when it's harvest time for all the nice fresh veg and fruit, but I don't love the hours of standing by a hot stove blanching it all. Although I don't blanch peas, I must admit, I just freeze them. Last year I didn't blanch the runner beans either, but I have blanched some this year. That's them. Right, turn around. How you doing, girls? What's hello to the chickens? Hello. They're still enjoying their dust bath in the corner. And half pheasant, I can't see where he is, but his coat's coming back nice now, so he's starting to look handsome again. Right, cherry tomatoes. We have an abundance of flowers on these, and it looks like we're also having an abundance of tomatoes. Just hope they go red. I keep seeing these little fly things dropping everywhere. Green fly, go away. They're a nuisance. We don't spray our vegetables with anything, we just leave them grow naturally to the wildlife and everything. Look at them. Oh, I need them to go red. So we don't spray nothing, we just have everything natural. Clematis, that one's died back, so it's chopping back. Is it? Ooh, I don't want one with caterpillars. Let the chickens have it. There's not much you can do if it's absolutely laden with caterpillars. That's the downside, see, of not putting anything on your vegetables. But hey-ho. Again here, the second plant, plenty of little tomatoes coming. They're coming there. Still very green though. But there's going to be loads of them. They all turn red. We're going to be picking cherry tomatoes for a while. I'm really impressed everywhere I look. There's little tomatoes. Lovely. Second lot of potatoes. They're all coming on nice. And now I'm going to have to chuck some more compost into them. I've chucked one lot in, but it's ready for another lot, I think. The swede are all coming on. But look, the caterpillars have eaten all the tops. Though it doesn't matter too much with these because the swede is underneath. So, it shouldn't be too bad. I think I've got far too much swede. I planted far too much of everything, I think. So yeah, we'll go in the kitchen and see if we can see out of the window at the fruit trees. Let's go here. Make sure the fly net's shut. Get invaded by flies. Sorry, making you dizzy. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if we can see through it. Pumpkins on the front. They're no bigger now than when I last showed you. In fact, they're dying, and I think they weren't pulling up really. They look lovely when I put them out. First of all, they were lush, bit of green on that one, but obviously they're not going to do nothing. We're into August by the weekend, end of the weekend, and August, September, October, they should be trailing right across. And normally I'm resistant pulling them up before Halloween because we'll often have them ready by then, well before. So nothing, they were a waste of time this year. I will try again next year, but we'll see. It depends on the weather. The sun's been on them all the time. Water them, but it's not all that easy really. It just still beats down on them. Right, little plum tree there. And if we go across, not that one, that's the weeping willow. It's grown out a bit. Plum tree there, and as you can see, that one's got some yellow leaves despite all the watering. The sun has just got to it. The lawn is yellow because no matter how much I'm watering, it's just drying out with the heat. Same there with the cherry tree. It's got a lot of yellow leaves and some had fallen off. I can't see them now, they've gone. Dean must have cleared them up, but some of the leaves had fallen off. Right, in front of me there, you probably can't see very easily for the willow tree. That's the apple one. That's still nice and green, so I'm not too worried about that. Let me just swing across a bit. And that there is the other pear tree. Again, the leaves on that aren't too bad, they're looking okay. And all my lavender is coming on nicely. I love lavender. Now in the corner there's a pear tree. That's blowing over the neighbour's fence, so some of that's going to have to be chopped off, I think. Now it has got quite a lot of pears. I'm seeing if I can find any. Oh, there's some there, look. Oh, lost them there. Some there. I don't know if my finger can point up. I think you can see them. And there's a few around the side of it. Apple trees. This one here. Heavy winds today. Apples on the floor. But there's still quite a lot on the tree. But I'd rather the ones that are on the floor remained on the tree. So, no. Got quite a few on the floor. So yeah, that's them. So that's how the garden's growing. Some things we've eaten, and some things we've left to see if they'll grow a bit more, like broccoli, if it gets some side shoots. Beans, they're coming on in abundance, as you can see. Some things are going back because their time has gone, like the strawberries. And then we've got things to look forward to, like swede, parsnips and Brussels sprouts. So yeah, it'll keep progressing. And we've got plans for it at the end of the year. Well, we're hoping to get round to it at the end of the year. We say that and things occur, and it's last minute we're rushing to do things. But as I'm not intending to plant until April next year, and I am going to use it as an educational garden for Sean. I mean, still a garden for feeding us and everything, but I want to try and get Sean into it a bit more and use it for some of our lessons as well, for growing and that. So we want to put things into planters a bit. I might use more tubs actually next year, and I want to get one of them stacking plant pots, planters, so I could put the strawberries at the bottom, I think, and take them from that little area where all the straw is. Maybe I'll put peppers in there next year, I don't know. We'll see. Over the winter months I'll think about it, but I do need to have some idea for making all the beds. I want to have the raised beds and perhaps fill them with some wood chip or something. And I want to try and make it as no dig as possible, because it's a lot of work when we have a lot of other things to do as well. So we need our time to be as efficient as we can, as well as our lives, living and things like that. Everything's got to be simplified. So there's a lot to go on out there when all the crops are done. We need to sort the runner beans out because they're the wrong way for the wind for a start. So they'll have to be swung round to face another way. I forgot to show you my big raspberry bushes, didn't I? I have got flowers on them. I'm obviously not going to get a lot of raspberries off them this year. I forgot to go up there. Oh well. But yeah, they have got some flowers on. It's the first year, so we won't be getting much off there this year. But next year maybe a bit more, and probably the year after. So that's it really for the garden for July. I'm sure we'll pop out there throughout the month of August if I'm doing something or what have you. But that's just a big overview of it really. So yeah, I'll pop all the links for everybody else's videos down below in the description box, and Victoria from Home Educating the Mad Lads is hosting it, so if you want to pop across and have a look at Victoria's, and just check her links out as well for everybody to make sure I've not missed anybody off. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you now on Tuesday, and we'll bring you a homeschool vlog on Tuesday. So have a good weekend and take care everybody. Bye.